Welcome to Overland Expo West 2025. We're gonna go in, take a look around and see what's new.
Hey, I'm Brandon from Ignik, and we just released this weekend. I want to introduce you to the Skillet. Skillet is a 2-in-1 cooker. It's about 48,000 BTUs of power. It's absolute fireball when you're sitting around using it as a fire pit, but it also turns down and you can use it as a cooker. Comes with legs and a skillet. It packs down nice and easy like this. Click the buttons, it opens up. You can remove the handle, and these wings open up. The reason we got this is it holds the skillet. It also forces the heat up. It has a large cooking area, which is great. You can cook multiple steaks at a time, multiple burgers, lots of things. And when you're done with that, you can flap these back down, and it pushes the heat out the sides. It's amazing to watch at night. It has telescoping legs, so you can get it even a little higher. It comes all the way up to here. We were offering this at ignik.com starting this weekend to pre-order. So if you're interested, there's a limited amount on ignik.com. Head over and check it out and pre-order. I want to talk to you about our solution to the green bottle problem. We're pretty excited about finally offering a refillable 1-pound bottle. This is what we call the tap rack. It's 4 1-pound bottles that fill in one system. You can fill it anywhere you'd fill your barbecue tank, just like our gas growlers. These twist on, twist off, and will work anywhere you'd use a green bottle 1-pounder. We're excited. It's time to start refilling your 1-pounders. The system will be available in July.
If you're not familiar with Devos, they basically make a light on a stick that extends up in the air 8 to 10 feet and lights up the entire campsite. Great for cooking or hanging out or setting up camp. And it's one of those things, I've been running these for years, but they have some cool new accessories and a new light here at the show.
Hey everyone, Colin here, Devos Outdoor. We'll start with our new 4000. This has been a really hot talking point for a lot of people. There's no color filters in it like you've come to know in the 2000. It's simply just a brighter 4,000 lumen light ranger. We did add a bumper to it as well, so if it falls over, takes a hit down low, it makes it a little bit more durable. As you know, all of our products are super durable, but this one's even more so. Comes with a new tripod as well. We had to put some blue on there to make it a little bit different. If you're a camper, I hate to break it to you, but this light probably isn't for you. The whole idea behind it is it's a good working light. We've had a lot of different government agencies want to use it. If you're a firefighter, which I know there's a couple of them on Rob's channel, 4000 might be for your work. Next up, we had our Ampac 20. This will essentially double the runtime of the 2000. It'll take it from 4 hours of runtime up to 8. So we're really excited about that. That also marries up with the 4000 well, so people working all night, needing light for 8 hours, works beautifully. Another thing that we changed to it is we did a dedicated in and a dedicated out, and then you can daisy chain all of them. Solar panel on top. That brings me on to the solar panel update. It's nice if you're camping in this single spot for a long time. We've now added an angle adapter to it, so putting it on that angle really ups the charging efficiency. We're about 6 to 7 hours depending on the sun. We added a table. It's a cocktail table. It's a table that's adjustable because it's on the pole. It's great for standing height. It'll hold quite a bit of weight. Like, you can really push on this. I'm always looking for more flat space around my campsite, so this is a great addition for that. And then probably the most exciting thing, we always get excited about brand collabs, other brands in the space. I've been working with Seasucker for the last little bit to come up with new ways to mount the light. So if you're an RVer, or you have a boat, or an overlander, and you want more of that trailer porch light feel, you can get the Seasucker mount. It'll mount anywhere where it's a smooth surface, glass, metal, whatever it is. This has been really exciting. We just launched that here at the show. People have been really excited about it. So we're happy to introduce this with Seasucker. They're a great company to work with. And then probably the most exciting thing that we did, and I think it's just because there's all this buzz around Starlink, but we put a Starlink on top of our light. It's very simple. There's nothing much to it. You use the existing pole mount for the Starlink Mini. We just have an adapter that goes right into the top. You do have to pull the pin all the way back, lock it in. If you need a place to put it, this is a good spot for it. You can find the lights at devosoutdoor.com.
Hello, my name is Soren Nyquist. I'm with ONWRD Supply Co. We're out of Bend, Oregon. We've been around for about 2 years. We offer a selection of modular vehicle storage options. Our pinnacle item is our headrest storage bag. These are universal fit with 2 sizes, standard and a large. The difference being this dimension, or 7 inches, is the breakover point. Up top, we have a soft touch pocket, really good for your sunglasses, not scratching anything up. Back here is just kind of our main pocket. We do high-vis interiors on most bags. You know how many times you've put something in a black bag and never seen it again? Every time. A little more storage here, just for organization. Great spot to throw all your patches, you know, knives with a knife clip, anything that'll clip, you know. And it also accepts some of our smaller components here. Moving down under the headrest, we have our modular seat back unit. We've got two versions of this. We have our half modular, that means it has sewn-on pockets on the bottom here. And then we have the full modular with loops all the way down. So you kind of start with a base plate, you pick one of those, and then you start building from there. You pick a component or a couple components. This is our hard protective case. So it's got soft touch on the inside, great for action cameras, your GoPros, your Insta360s, binoculars, whatever. Once again, right here, a lot of good zipper pockets, organization. Over here is our tech sling. It's a great cable organizer or first aid kit. That's what I personally use it for. You know, how often do you get hurt next to your rig? Not very often. So, you know, your gear should really be grab and go. We utilize this flap system to hold all the weight. So all the weight is supported off that. The Velcro just locks it up against the panel. So you hold these out with your fingers and you slip them right behind, put it down, that's locked in. Over here we have our stuff all bag. This is kind of our, you know, weekend to clothes slash, you know, keeping a raincoat or a puffy jacket really nearby. One good pocket there for a little more organization. And it comes with the straps. You can take it off and wear it as a kind of a laptop sleeve. Mini tool roll, good for those, you know, adventure sport tools, whether that's your mountain bike or your surfboard, you know, your day of wax for skiing, that kind of thing. This is our insulated cooler, sealed interior here. We use a 600D recycled polyester with PU coating on it, so everything is water resistant. Pocket here for your little ice block, keeping everything cold in there. You know, this is your tall, skinny pocket. Good for those water bottles, good for small fire extinguishers, or extra roll of trash bags, that kind of thing. And this is our expanding tote bag. Blows up big, it's the best firewood carrier, grocery getter you'll get. And then all of our panels have a smuggler pocket on the side, great for tablets, great for laptops, that kind of thing. For those of you with compact SUVs, whether that's a Bronco, you know, a JL, that kind of thing, we have our bench panel. This goes between two headrests. Uses the same component system in the middle, and then we have sewn-on pockets in the corners here. Last but not least is our trasher. This has to be the nicest off-road trash can you can get. It's for the inside of the vehicle. Really subtle topo splash on the front here. The inside is a welded interior as well. I've had one of these sitting in our warehouse, filled to here with water. It's been sitting there for a week and hasn't leaked yet. That's going to keep all the grossness in. Strong magnet closure there, so it's not going to come undone on you. And then a little extra space on the side to either add your patches, you know, one of our water bottle holders or tote bag, anything like that. If you'd like to find out more information, you can find us at onwardsupply.com. And we are also on REI.
Hi, I'm Joanna with Las Vegas Overlanding Company, and we make bamboo flat pack products. So our first product is our Deuces Wild camping toilet. Comes in two heights. We have the short stack, which is 15.5 inches. This is that one. And we also have the big stack, which is 19.5 comfort height. Has the elongated opening for the gentleman in the twig and berries. So my husband says very important. And we use a bag system. So the bag goes over the seat. Nothing to clean up when you come home from camping. One less thing to deal with. Do your business, pull the bag off, tie it up, you can pack it out. These are compostable, biodegradable as well. And it comes with a toilet paper holder. It fits both passenger side or driver side in case there's any southpaws. And to pack it down, it's pretty simple. You just flip it over, pull these two pins out, drop the legs down. You can put the pin back through. It weighs about 5.5 pounds and it supports over 500 pounds. Comes with the toilet, the carrying bag, a roll of the biodegradable bags to get you started, and of course the toilet paper holder. So we also make flat pack shower floors. So we have two sizes you can see here, the 36 by 36 and the 24 by 24. They fit great in your shower to help anchor it down. They do have the holes in the corner. You can just pop your bungee through and then loop it on the corners. And we call these the double down because they fold down in half. They also have optional carrying bags that you can get with them. And if you would like to order, you can order it from lasvegasoverlanding.co.
Hi everyone, I'm Val with Onyx Off-Road. We're here at Overland Expo West. Wanted to talk to you about one of our new features of ONX. If you're not familiar with ONX Off-Road, we are a mapping application specifically tailored for off-roading and overland adventures. We show you all the cool places you can have off-pavement adventures. So this week, we are really excited to announce our new dispersed camping layer. We have worked with the National Forest Service to aggregate data across all the different forests in the United States that highlights the trails where you can disperse camp. You no longer have to go and find those individual PDF MVUM maps, search for the little dots, or read the complex tables. We've put all of that data in ONX for you. To find it, you go to our Layers menu and toggle on Disperse Camping. What it shows you is all the trails that are highlighted in yellow. They will be the equivalent of those little dots that you would find on the MVUM map. You can select a trail. You can get information about the rules for dispersed camping. You can see the distance you're allowed to travel off-road, any notes that you have about it within that particular forest, and it covers all the forests in the United States. We have started with the Western United States at the moment, and we're slowly working our way east. Over the next month, we're going to have the entire United States covered for you.
If ONX is something that you're interested in, I'll actually put a link to them in the description because that link will get you 20% off, or you can use the code Revere20.
Hey there guys, Jack with TrailRax here. Thank you for joining me today. We have a ton of new products coming out this weekend, and let me just showcase you some of them. So right here, this is going to be kind of a prototype right now. We haven't quite released it, but this is a Starlink Mini mount. It is a quick release system with these clamps here on the bottom. It just clips in right here, and you can either mount this onto one of our roof racks, or you can actually ghost mount it into a Pelican case or a Roam case. As long as you have ventilation in that box, you can run that inside, hidden away so that there's no stranglers to come and steal it. We also have what we've just released that a lot of people have been waiting is our table slide. This is one of the pieces that you'll get if you order the table slide. This will be mounted under the roof rack, be able to hold a 4x2 IU-cab table, so you have no impediment to get this in or out of your vehicle. So the table is the first thing that comes out and also the last thing that packs in, so it's always accessible. Another great product that we've come out with very recently is the Milwaukee Packout mounting plate. So this can be mounted either on the roof rack, on your pack racks, or kind of wherever you need to. It'll come with brackets that can be mounted on the sides here, but it just makes your Milwaukee Packouts mountable to the outside of your vehicle. Another great one that we've come out with, our biggest launch for this weekend, is going to be our Ranger 6th Gen Ranger roof rack. It is all bolt-on, believe it or not. You do not have to remove your headliner in order to install it. No drilling required. It has all the same characteristics all our roof racks have. Has that 90-degree bend in our side rails, all aluminum platform with stainless steel mounting brackets to keep that strength. It also has obviously our wind deflector. It matches the windshield angle so that you keep your aerodynamics and keep that wind noise down. And also all of our accessories work alongside of it, so you're able to outfit your Ranger the way you need to. If you haven't already, check out TrailRax.com. We are giving away our Bronco Wildlander, so go ahead and enter your way into that. You can enter by entering your email, SMS, following us on Instagram, Facebook, and also subscribing to our YouTube. And if that's not enough entries for you, you can also purchase items on TrailRax.com. Every $5 is one more entry, so get yourself entered into that. And for any more information on all these items that I've talked to about, go to TrailRax.com, and there's plenty of information you can learn about.
I've featured RollerCam in pretty much every expo video I've done because they always have something new at these shows, and this time around it's no different. I got a new mounting system, so we'll have them show us what it is.
Hello, I'm Karenna. I'm here with RollerCam, and this is what sets us apart from other tie-down strap companies. So this is an example of an industry standard cam buckle. Your webbing gets pulled across a metal bar right here, which creates a lot of friction and makes it a very inefficient system. A lot of the force that you're putting into this is getting lost here rather than translated to results. And it also means your components are getting worn down more quickly. These will get frayed, this will wear out, and you'll have to replace them sooner. RollerCam, we addressed both of these issues by replacing that metal bar with this little brass roller. Reduces your friction to almost zero, and it means your components are going to stay in good condition for longer, giving them greater longevity and saving you money in the long run. So these are both 35 pounds, and just as a demonstration, I can literally jump on this one without it moving, versus with RollerCam, one solid tug, and it goes all the way up. So that's an astronomical difference. And when people are frustrated with cams and they say, oh, you know, they come loose, they're just not that great. Well, what we think is that they really honestly don't even get that tight to begin with. And then yes, they do loosen. So if you're familiar with trying to tighten a cam on a flat surface, you know that it's really hard to get it tightened past like here, because the harder you pull, the more friction you've created, and the more you're working against yourself. With RollerCam, this brass roller gives you a mechanical advantage. So with one good tug, you can get it super tight. That just isn't possible with other cam buckles. So that was the founding principle behind this whole company. And we took it and we applied it to every type of strap you could possibly need. So we've got a bunch of different end types, weight ratings, and also some new products, which I'd love to come show you. So first up, we've got our L-track mounts. We're really excited about this, especially for something like the Overlanding show, because L-tracks are often used in the back of gear haulers, rigs, etc. And we've got these specially designed little clips that are spring-loaded. They go into the L-track and clip on like that. And then our straps, we sell them separately in the buckle side and the strap side. The buckles, you have the option of a 3-inch or a 9-inch buckle. And then the straps we have in 3, 6, and 9 foot. So you can mix and match these for whatever sizes that you need. For shorter stuff like water cans, we got the 3 foot. And then for larger things, like if you were gonna try and strap down a large pile of gear in the back of your van, that 9 foot should go all the way across. If for some reason you needed even more length, you can always splice our straight end straps between any of our specialty ends to create whatever lengths that you need. Another exciting product release for 2025 is the Spider. The Spider is the ultimate tie-down solution for a pile of soft goods because it has these 6 buckles emanating off of a center ring and 6 loop end straps that attach in a sunburst sort of pattern. And that means you can just have one system for all of your goods rather than trying to deal with a whole web of different straps of different lengths and different endpoints, etc. The loop ends are my favorite for a number of reasons. They're the most versatile. They can attach to anything like a D-ring or a roof bar, or you can attach your own hardware like carabiners and hooks. And that makes them just universally helpful. So I think it's awesome that this Spider comes with those. And you got this 1 1/4 strap here to orient your Spider off of. The rest are 1-inch straps. So this has 350-pound working load on each of these 1-inch straps and a 500-pound working load on the 1 1/4. Our website is rollercam.com. We also have socials at RollerCam Buckle where you can purchase things from our shop storefronts.
Hey, this is Ben from TRUKD. For 2025, we have 2 new products. The one we launched in February, it's our new A-Series racks. The A stands for angled. They're super durable. It's one of the only racks in the market where there's not a single bolt in shear. If you're a nerdy engineer, you might understand what it means. It's really good. It's very strong. The other really cool thing is we have a lower bar on the bottom that takes and distributes the weight over the side of the whole bed, which allows you to do what you see here behind me, which is you can put a whole lot of stuff on the rack. It uses a lot of the same accessories we have for our T-Series racks. The hinge, molly panels, the MSPs we showed off last year. The new thing this year is our shower awning swing out. It's a bracket. It worked with just about any shower awning. This is the TRUKD one here, but it'll work with 23.0 or any others as well. But what it does is it mounts up to your truck. It swings 90 degrees away from your truck, gets a shower awning away from your fender, from your tire, gives you more room to shower. So we did a fully boxed frame. This is what mounts to your truck, your roof rack, your bed rack, whatever you need. And then this is what mounts to your awning. We've got a nice strut, same strut we use on our hinge kits. What the box frame does is it keeps it stiff, so you're not going to have any sag in your shower awning. And then when it's closed, we have what I call here, this is our strike pad. So all the weight from the shower awning is transferred directly from the arm into the base, into your rack. So there's never any stress on your pin. What else is really cool about this is it's flip-floppable. So say you want to change your shower arm from the driver's side to the passenger side, all you have to do is you remove the hinge bolt, you remove the piston, you take the bumpers off and the strike plate off, and you just move it all to the other side, flip this around, and there you go. You've got it set up for the other side of your vehicle. You can find more at GetTruck.com.
One of the things that's new this year is I'm actually going to be working at all of the shows this summer for X-Grid campers. So anyone that they're at, I'm going to be at. And they have a new trailer that they're going to be getting into the showroom in the next few months from ARB that is pretty unique. Check this out.
Hey, I'm Josh with ARB, and today we're going to take a look at our new ARB Earth Camper coming to the US this year. We have our first units landing in September 2025. Super exciting. Let's go over some of the key features that make the ARB Earth Camper unique. So starting off here, we have our full slide-out kitchen. So you have a 3-burner stove, sink. You have on board 37 gal water tank, or 140 litres. The stove here runs off propane, conveniently located right next to the kitchen system here. And then as we keep moving around, we have a 101 quarts dual zone ARB Zero fridge. This is a dual zone, so it can be a fridge or freezer, or one big fridge, one big freezer, however you want. We have a sea of different options for keeping products, keeping all your gear safe and secure, storage locations. All of these bags are included with the Earth Camper, so you can put your kitchen utensils in there, you can put your shower amenities, whichever way you see fit. So this one is a 180-degree awning, so that'll fold out over the whole kitchen area and to the front, so you can use the kitchen and the fridge in inclement weather. We also have an optional wall section as well, so if it's really bad weather, you can wall it all in and have one giant additional outside space away from the weather. Up the front, we have a DO35 Cruisemaster trailer hitch. This has full 360 degrees of articulation. Super handy when you're off-road on the trails. Helps keep the camper and the vehicle planted when you're, in some very tricky terrain. Something that's really unique about the Earth Camper is we have this fully welded steel tubular frame. This frame actually runs the whole length of the vehicle, and that's what creates and gives us the ultimate strength and durability when we're off-road. You can see it all here. This exoskeleton wraps all the way around all of the integral components. We also have fitted on the Earth Camper our nitrocharger suspension system. The shock absorber is mounted in a vertical position, which gives us extended travel when we're off-road. And we also have a 600mm trailing arm as well. So for those, again, really treacherous trails and tracks, you're going to get a lot of travel out of the suspension system. Back up the front here, we do have a hot water shower system, so you can take a nice refreshing shower. We have, folding out from the top, a full ensuite room, so you can take that shower in privacy. Continuing as we move around, we have storage for jerry cans, and of course we have your input for your powered sites, if that's where you're taking the Earth Camper. And then stepping inside on the Earth Camper, we have ample space. Full size double bed. We also have fans for cooling. The USA version will also have a air conditioning system as well. We don't have that to show to you today, but it will be included. Full Red Arc, Red Vision 12-volt system running through the whole camper as well. You've got your control center here for all of your lights, charging, whatever you need. In the center here, we do have another storage solution. This all packs up and slides away underneath to give you ample room here. You could have a couple of camp chairs if you're eating or dining inside the Earth Camper if the weather's no good. Obviously, we have this huge canvas area, but depending on how you want to use the Earth Camper, you don't necessarily have to set it all up. If you want a quick overnight camp, you can simply drop the back, which is electric operation, by the way, and then there's a door, a fiberglass door, which folds down from the top here, and then you straight into your bed. And you can be basically pulled over and sleeping within 2 minutes of pulling over on the side of the road. It really only takes another 5 minutes. You can set up this canvas area, fold out the floor, and get that extra space, depending on, again, your needs and what you're doing. On the top, we have a solar panel, which is going to feed into that electrical system. It's a 125-watt solar panel on the roof there. A couple of quick features about the camper. So you're looking at a 3,300 pound dry weight, so able to tow behind pretty much any four-wheel drive vehicle on the market, which is really, really nice. Ample storage space on the inside for all your additional pieces that you might want to carry with you when you're going camping. The Earth Camper, we're in production. We're going to have these landing in the USA, ready for sale August, September.
Hi, I'm Ron with Extreme Mist. on this nice cold day up at the Overland show in Flagstaff. Because it's cold, we're also showing some heated gear this year, which normally we don't do. Heated chairs, heated blankets, and some other things. But let me concentrate on some of the cooler products. This is a backpack. I'll do the quick spin. And within this backpack, a hydration pack, I hit a button and I start misting. I have 8 different speeds. So now wherever I walk, run, cycle, I walk right into an ice cold mist. And like a standard hydration pack, I'm drinking out of it the same. And people do worry about using up their drinking water. If I leave this on the hiking speed for a full hour, I'm only using 1 cup of water approximately. So it's a low volume, high pressure pump. So that's one of our products. And then from there, we move on to, here is great for overlanding, or you golfers out there. This is a 4 nozzle, 16-foot mist line that has a pump in it, and it can go on your boat. I have it on my side-by-side, so each seat gets a nozzle. You can put it on your tent, your rooftop tent on the outside. It's too hot to crawl into usually. If you land too early, this will cool it down, or just on umbrellas. And this kit right here, I have one cut down as a demo right above my head here. I'll turn it on, wireless remote, and now I'm going to crank it up to speed 8. And all I'm using is a bucket of water, any type of water bucket, to get my water source going. And then we'll move on to another Overland pleaser. This is a fan. This fan runs off of its own power pack, which I'm using now, or I can plug it into the included solar panel, or I can use AC if I needed to. And on this, same thing as the line mister that I showed you. If I hit this button here, it's going to come on. I'm going to crank this up to speed 8. And I'm going to crank the fan up even more to speed 12. You have 12 speeds on it. This will last all day long on the solar panel and off its power pack and solar panel. And even at night, I'll bring this into my tent and I'll put it on speed 1 without the water on it, just to move the air around. And that'll give me 26 hours of battery charge without any external power source to it. So very convenient. And the last thing on this, we also throw in this mist line of 16 feet with 4 nozzles like the one I showed you up here. And I can take the pump off the fan here. It's Velcroed on. And then I can take the pump and I can mount it onto a pole or anything. And again, use a bucket of water. So I'm a fan, misting fan, and a line mister all in one. This drink bottle, another thing to cool you. Always hydrate, of course. Need lots of that throughout the day. But in between sips, here's speed 1. Then I can crank it to turbo speed. And now about 3 seconds under the chin, I'll cool myself down in between sips. USB-C charged here. And we tweak the threads to fit about 70% of the other wide mouth outer thread bottles. So you can go from bottle to bottle to bottle with the lid. And again, a lot of other products, but I think that's enough for the channel now. We're at extrememist.com. We're out of Scottsdale, Arizona. And if you have any cooling needs or some heated needs, give us a shout and we'll get with you.
We have here a set of Apollo Power solar panels. Apollo Power is a solar panel manufacturer out of Israel. We have a unique technology for cells that are flexible to begin with. The durability of the cell for long term, in terms of vibrations, hail, whatever happens during riding on trails, that's what's really unique about Apollo. And then what we add to that is, of course, the layers to create different kinds of solar panels. So the basic thing that we have, of course, is a semi-flexible solar panel. Again, the cell inside is flexible. So the durability of the solar panel was tested on more than 1,500 trucks, of course, RVs, camp tents over the world for more than 4 years, running, operating amazingly. Once you have the technology of the cell that is flexible, then we can play with different types of solar panels. So we have a full rollable 120 watt solar panel, and you can actually roll 4 of them together and then connect them to 480 watt. It's a huge amount of power. This unit is actually part of a solar awning that we recently launched together with Lippert. It's a leopard solar awning. Most of you probably know it as the Girard solar awning. Today it can come with solar starting from 480 watt and going up with 120 watt every additional foot. We also have foldable solar panels. This one can fit any bag. It's a 150 watt, military grade, being used in really hard terrain, easy to open because it's just one direction. So you don't need to open it in multiple directions, and you can easily lay it and then store it back in your vehicle. It doesn't take a lot of space. It's very lightweight. And again, the durability, because we want you to have something that will last, that's what important for us. We're Apollo Power. That's the name of the company. You can find it at apollopower.com.
Uhaul have a new trailer, which is actually a pretty big deal for some of us that like to haul our stuff from place to place, and obviously couldn't rent with their old ones because they're way too small, low capacity. This one has a payload of 6,845 pounds, and they're spreading across the country. Apparently there are about 400 of them available right now, but they're gonna have 5,000 by the end of the year. So that's pretty useful. Good to know. After spending a few hot nights in the desert outside of Las Vegas, I've seen these at the show from Transcool. These are evaporative coolers, and very small self-contained box, runs off 12 volt. Just put water in the bottom here, and about half a gallon of water will last you all night. And honestly, I'm very tempted because sleeping out in that heat has been pretty awful.
Right, welcome to the show. My name is Ben. I am the Chief Marketing and Revenue Officer for Gift Labs. You know, well, this is Aquaboost. Aquaboost is a personal fuel cell that generates electricity off of just salt and water. So this is how it works. You put just 1 tablespoon of salt in each one of these fuel cells, and you add water to it onto the fuel, and that's all you need to do. You cover it up, and you're able to generate instant power. You can charge your phone. If you look at this string lights that we have up there, it's all generated by just salt and water, and you can generate up to 6 watts of power. That means you can charge your cell phones, you can charge your iPads, your tablets. We designed this to be able to power small devices. Our intention is not to power the refrigerator or the house. You know, with all the power solutions that it's in the world, all the good innovations, there's still 1 billion people that are still suffering from persistent energy insecurities. And all they want is just basic light, to be able to have lighting, just to power their cell phones, to have communication. Like when disasters strike, all you really need is to get a cell phone so that you can call for safety. Now, the way this works is, this is our magnesium plate. Salt eats metal. So if you look at this, there is a reaction that happens when the salt and water hits the magnesium plate, and it generates electrons, and we're able to pull those electrons into this circuitry to generate a USB power right here. So if you're going for camping, if you don't have to now wait for the sunlight to shine or look for the grid, or if everything else fails, maybe there's raining and the solar is not working, all you need is any kind of salt, any kind of power, and you can generate electricity for 12 hours. And after 12 hours, you just rinse the box, you clean it up, you dump another water, you add another salt, any kind of water, and you can have power for the next 12 hours. As far as the replacement is concerned, so if you use this constantly for 12 hours every day, it will take about 100 to 200 hours of usage, and you will need replacement. To replace this, it costs about $15 for all 4 plates to be replaced. And you can go on our website and just order replacements, and we'll ship it right to you. Thank you very much, and hopefully you can get on our website, aquaboostpower.com, or you can go to giftlabs.com, and you can have access to get your own Aquaboost. Don't wait for the next disaster. Get your Aquaboost power right now.
I'll put links to everything featured in this video in the description, and if you liked this video, subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be working at shows all summer long, so I'll probably bring coverage from all of them. And in the meantime, while you wait for that, go check out this video where I took my 2-year-old son out to find a bunch of Butch Cassidy's hideouts in Utah. It was an awesome trip.